Mark says, "And he said, that which comes out of the man, that defiles the man. For from inside, out of the heart of man, proceeds evil thoughts." So that first verse is, that which comes out of the man defiles the man. Matthew, "But those things which proceed out of the mouth come forth out of the heart, and they defile the man." Matthew has a bit more explanation here, again saying out of the mouth, and then he also says, come forth from the heart. They both end with, they defile the man. This next verse in Matthew is just like in Mark. For out of the heart proceed evil thoughts, murders, adulteries, fornications. Evil thoughts, adulteries, fornications, murders. So this first verse, but those things which proceed out of the mouth come forth from the heart. I think I really like how that is written. Mark is, I don't know, it's just, it's missing a few words. That which comes out of the man, no mention of the mouth, again, because this is Mark. And then right to the end, that defiles the man. For from inside, out of the heart. So I am going to put these words from Matthew. Those things which proceed out of the mouth come forth from the heart. It's kind of said in Mark, it just says he's defiled from what comes inside. For from the heart. So you got to say, okay, what comes inside comes from the heart. But Matthew just says it. What comes out of the mouth comes from the heart. So the last words were talking about the food you eat. It cannot defile him because it enters not into the heart but goes into the belly, is cast into the draught. Purging all meats. So now I would begin with but, because this is different now. But those things which proceed out of the mouth. And I don't know if I want to have and he said from Mark. I guess I could. Then Peter asked and said to him, declare to us this parable. And Jesus said to them, are you yet so without understanding? All his response. And he said, but those things... yeah, I guess I will include it. Doesn't really hurt. It seems to me to just be unnecessary, extra, superfluous words, but I don't have to get rid of them. I'll keep them. And he said, now from Matthew, but those... I would pretty much put this first phrase exactly how Matthew has it, except I want to add, after proceed out of the mouth, and before I go into come forth from the heart, I will add of man from Mark. Those things which proceed out of the mouth of man. Otherwise, I would just be leaving out the whole verse from Mark. I'm going to use those things instead of that from Mark. I'll use proceed instead of come. And I'm going to use out of the, that's from both. But I am going to say mouth now of man. It was stated earlier, whatever comes out of you, including your actions. So that can be inferred. But now, specifically, what comes out of your mouth, what you say. But then it explains it further on to include evil thoughts, and adultery, and fornication, and murder, and theft. Covetousness, wickedness, deceit, pride, foolishness, all those are your actions. So because it is now included, it's explained that it's not just your words, it's what you do. I am perfectly fine with saying what you say or what comes out of your mouth. That defiles you from Matthew. Before I didn't want to because I didn't want to limit it, but I can have both and it'll fit fine. So, beginning with Matthew, but those things instead of that, which is both, proceed, Matthew only, out of the is both. Matthew only, mouth. After mouth, it just goes to come forth, but I am going to include from Mark, of man. Out of the mouth of man. Come forth from the heart. In Matthew, and they defile the man, or just that defiles the man? Those things come forth from the heart, that defiles. No, those things should be followed with they. So I'll have still from Matthew, and they defile the man. I'll say it's from both. I'm leaving off the S from Mark, but that's not a big change. Matthew, for out of the heart proceed evil thoughts. Mark, for from inside out of the heart of men proceed evil thoughts. So it adds from inside and of men. So I'll have those extra words, but the rest is pretty much the same. For is both. For, from inside, out of the heart. Out of the heart is both. Of men is from Mark only. Proceed evil thoughts. Proceed evil thoughts. Yeah, that's both. Proceed evil thoughts. Murders, adulteries, fornications, thefts, both. Mark has a whole lot more. Covetousness, wickedness. Matthew just has false witness and blasphemies. Mark has deceit, lasciviousness, and an evil eye. Blasphemies, that's both. Now, still, pride, foolishness, that's only Mark. I guess Matthew has false witness, which Mark doesn't have, right after thefts. So I did say thefts. So I guess somewhere before blasphemies I can throw in false witness. So, wickedness, deceit. I think I'll put it right before deceit, because that is close to false witness. Now from Matthew, false witness, Mark only, deceit, lasciviousness, and evil eye, and then both say blasphemy, although Matthew has blasphemies, plural. I don't know if I can say they're both the same. So blasphemy or blasphemies? I'll go singular, blasphemy. That's from Mark. And then Mark continues, pride, foolishness. all these things come from inside and defile the man. Matthew, these are the things which defile a man. These are the things, or all these evil things. All these things, or these. I like how Mark has it. All these evil things. These is both. Come from inside and defile the man. Matthew just goes right to which defile a man. The things are in italics in Matthew, so I'll just leave that out and just stick with Mark. Evil things come from inside. And has to be what you continue with. And defile the man. Or should I say, and defile a man? The man, a man. Come forth from the heart, and then defile the man. Maybe I should stick with that, the man. Yeah, I'll go with that, the man. But to eat with unwashed hands defiles not a man. So that last phrase is added